Good day to everyone, please, and welcome. If life has felt more intense lately, more emotional, more aligned, more mysterious, you might be going through something deeper than just a phase. You might be waking up to your spiritual power. And if that's the case, there's a good chance you're one of God's chosen ones. Being chosen doesn't mean you're better than anyone else. It means you've been called for something greater. It means your life has a purpose that goes beyond the surface. You're here to heal, to lead, to awaken others. And that journey often begins with signs that your spirit is waking up. 1. You've always felt different, even as a kid. You probably sensed you didn't quite fit in. You saw things others didn't. You felt things more deeply. Maybe you were called too sensitive or too intense. But that sensitivity, that depth, it's part of your spiritual wiring. 2. Your intuition is getting stronger, you just know things. You can feel when something's off, even if no one says a word. You get gut feelings that turn out to be right. You might even have dreams that come true, or sudden insights that feel like they came from somewhere beyond you. 3. You keep seeing signs and synchronicities. You notice repeating numbers like 111 or 444. You think of someone and they call. You hear the same message from 3 different people in one day. These aren't coincidences. They're spiritual breadcrumbs guiding you forward. 4. You crave solitude. You're not antisocial. You're just being pulled inward. You might find yourself needing more quiet time, more space to think, pray, or just be. This is your soul asking for room to grow. 5. You're sensitive to energy. You walk into a room and instantly feel the vibe. You can tell when someone's upset, even if they're smiling. Loud places or negative people drain you. You're not imagining it. Your spiritual senses are sharpening. 6. You've been through a lot. Chosen ones often walk through fire. You've faced heartbreak, betrayal, loss, maybe even trauma. But every trial has shaped you. Every scar has taught you something. You're not broken, you're being forged. 7. You're having divine encounters. Maybe a stranger said something that felt like a message just for you. Maybe you've had dreams that felt more like visions. Maybe you felt a presence in the room when you were praying or crying. These moments are real. You're being guided. 8. You feel called to something bigger. Even if you don't know exactly what it is, you feel it. A pull, a restlessness, a sense that you're meant to do more, be more, help more. That's your purpose waking up. 9. You're discovering spiritual gifts. You might be drawn to healing, prayer, writing, speaking, or helping others in ways that surprise you. You might feel energy in your hands or start to understand things without being taught. These are gifts, and they're meant to be used. 10. You're breaking generational cycles. You're the one in your family who is doing the inner work. You're healing old wounds, setting new boundaries, and choosing a different path. That's not easy, but it's powerful. You're changing the story for everyone who comes after you. 11. You're drawn to truth and love. You can't stand fake people, shallow conversations, or injustice. You want realness. You want depth. You want to live in alignment with your values. That's your spirit rejecting anything that doesn't serve your higher calling. 12. You feel protected. You've survived things you shouldn't have. You've been in situations where you felt something or someone was watching over you. You're not alone. You never were. So what do you do with all of this? You lean in. You pray, you listen, you protect your peace, you study, you serve, you trust the process, even when it's messy. Because this isn't just about you, it is about the people you'll be here to help, the light you're here to shine, and the legacy you're here to leave. You weren't chosen to be perfect. You were chosen to be powerful, to be real, to be a vessel for something greater. And if you're feeling that awakening, don't ignore it. Embrace it. You're not crazy. You're not alone. You're being called, and the world needs what you carry. The hidden journey of the chosen ones. When your spiritual powers begin to awaken, it's not always glamorous. It's often confusing, isolating, and intense. You start to see through illusions. You feel everything more deeply. You begin to question everything you once accepted. That's not weakness. It's spiritual maturity. Chosen ones are often misunderstood. You might be labeled too deep, too intense, or too emotional. But that is because you retuned into a frequency most people haven't reached yet. You're not broken. You're breaking through. The spiritual responsibilities you carry. Awakening isn't just about feeling powerful. It's about becoming responsible. Here is what starts to shift when your spiritual gifts come online. 1. You become a mirror. People around you start to react differently. Some are drawn to you. Others are triggered by you. That's because your energy reflects truth. You shine a light on what's hidden, whether it's pain, potential, or deception. 2. You're called to heal. You may feel pulled toward helping others, emotionally, spiritually, even physically. You might become the one people confide in, the one who listens, the one who uplifts. That's not random. It's part of your calling. 3. You start to speak truth. Even if it's uncomfortable, you feel compelled to speak up. You can't stay silent in the face of injustice, manipulation, or spiritual distortion. Your voice becomes a tool for awakening others. 4. You're asked to walk in integrity. You can't fake it anymore. You can't pretend to be okay with things that aren't aligned. Your spirit demands authenticity. You start making choices based on truth, not convenience. 5. You become a spiritual disruptor. You challenge norms. You question traditions. You shake up systems. Not to be rebellious, but to realign things with divine truth. That's why chosen ones often face resistance. You're not here to maintain the status quo. You're here to elevate it. The emotional landscape of awakening. Let's be real. This journey isn't easy. Here is what you might feel as your spiritual powers awaken. Loneliness. You may feel like no one understands you. Like you're walking a path others can't see. That's normal. Chosen ones often walk alone before they lead together. Confusion. Your old beliefs might crumble. Your identity might shift. You might not recognize yourself. That's okay. You're shedding what no longer serves you. Grief. You may mourn relationships, roles, or versions of yourself that you're leaving behind. That's part of the transformation. Empowerment. You'll also feel moments of deep clarity, divine connection, and soul-level joy. These are glimpses of your true self. The spiritual gifts that may emerge as you awaken. You may notice new abilities. These aren't just talents, they're spiritual tools. Here are a few that often show up. Clairvoyance, seeing visions, symbols, or spiritual truths beyond the physical. Clairsentience, feeling energy, emotions, or spiritual presence deeply. Prophetic insight, receiving messages, dreams, or revelations about the future. Healing energy, feeling called to help others heal emotionally, spiritually, or physically. Discernment, instantly knowing what's true, what's off, and what's divine. These gifts aren't for show. They're for service. They're meant to help you fulfill your mission. How to stay grounded during awakening. Spiritual awakening can feel like a storm. Here's how to stay anchored. Stay in prayer. Talk to God. Ask for guidance. Listen for answers. Journal your journey. Write down your dreams, insights, and emotions. Track your growth. Protect your energy. Use boundaries. Say no. Avoid toxic environments. Connect with other awakened souls. Find community. Share your experiences. Learn from each other. Stay humble. Your gifts are divine, but they don't make you better than others. They make you responsible. The mission of the chosen one. So, what's the point of all this? Why are you awakening? Because the world needs you. Chosen ones are here to break cycles, end generational trauma, toxic patterns, and spiritual stagnation. Uplift others. Help people remember who they are. Remind them of their worth. Speak truth. Call out deception. Shine light in dark places. Build new systems, create communities, movements, and messages that reflect divine truth. Hold the light, even when it's hard, even when it's lonely, even when no one else will. Final thoughts. If you're feeling this shift, this awakening, don't ignore it. Don't downplay it. Don't let fear silence it. You are chosen for a reason. You carry something sacred, and the world is waiting for you to rise. This isn't just a spiritual journey. It's a soul mission. And you're ready. The final phase, from awakening to activation. Spiritual awakening is only the beginning. The real shift happens when you move from awareness to action. When you stop asking, why me? And start declaring, use me. That's when your gifts become tools. Your pain becomes fuel. Your life becomes a message. Chosen ones aren't just awakened, they're activated. What does activation look like? You stop hiding your light. You stop shrinking to fit in. You stop doubting your worth. You start walking in purpose. You start speaking with authority. You start living with intention. This isn't about perfection. It's about alignment. You're not called to be flawless. You're called to be faithful. The shift in identity as you step into your spiritual power, your identity begins to shift. You're no longer just someone who feels things deeply. You're a vessel, a messenger, a warrior, a healer. You begin to see yourself through God's eyes, not through the lens of your past, your pain, or your critics. You realize you're not too much, you're exactly enough. You're not broken, you're being rebuilt. You're not lost, you're being led. This shift can be uncomfortable. You may outgrow relationships, environments, even versions of yourself. But that's part of the elevation. The role of spiritual warfare. Let's talk about something real: resistance. When you're chosen, you will face opposition. Not because you're doing something wrong, but because you're doing something right. Spiritual warfare is part of the journey. You may feel attacked, misunderstood, or spiritually drained. That's not a sign to quit. It's a sign to armor up. Here's how to protect your spirit. Stay prayed up. Make prayer your first response, not your last resort. Use discernment. Not every opportunity is divine. Not every voice is truth. Guard your gates. Be mindful of what you consume. Music, media, conversations. Speak life. Your words carry power. Use them to affirm, declare, and protect. Remember, the enemy doesn't attack empty vessels. If you're under pressure, it's because you carry something precious. The ripple effect of your awakening. Your awakening isn't just for you. It's for everyone connected to you. When you heal, you give others permission to heal. When you rise, you inspire others to rise. When you speak truth, you break chains. You're not just changing your life, you're shifting atmospheres. Chosen ones often become cycle breakers, ending generational trauma and toxic patterns. Truth tellers, exposing lies and revealing divine wisdom. Light carriers, bringing hope into dark places. Bridge builders, connecting people to purpose, healing, and God. You may never know how far your ripple reaches, but trust, it's moving. The legacy you're building. Let's zoom out. This isn't just about today, it's about legacy. Chosen ones are legacy builders. You're planting seeds that will bear fruit long after you're gone. You're creating impact that echoes through generations. Your legacy might look like a healed family line, a message that changes lives, a movement that uplifts others. A life that points people to God. Legacy isn't about fame. It's about faithfulness. It's about living in such a way that your life becomes a testimony. The invitation to rise. So here's the final truth. You were chosen. You are awakening. You are being activated. You are being sent. This is your invitation to rise. Not with fear, but with faith. Not with ego, but with purpose. Not with perfection, but with power. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to say yes. Yes to healing. Yes to truth. Yes to purpose. Yes to God. Because when you say yes, heaven moves. Doors open. Chains break. Lives change. Closing words. If you felt this message in your bones, it's because it was meant for you. You're not here by accident. You're not reading this by chance. You're being called. And now, it's time to answer. Step into your power. Walk in your purpose. Live your legacy. You are chosen. You are awakening. You are ready. Let's go.